Hey, what's up, Mass family? This is Dwayne Spires, your summer camp and after-school program expert with the Martial Arts Success Team, coming to you with another awesome masterclass. And before I get started, I want to remind you to turn off those cell phones, find a quiet place so that you can watch this awesome training, and of course, take notes. And I would like to acknowledge all of our awesome Gold and Platinum Elite members that are brand new to our team. You guys rock. And we're super excited to have you. So get ready for an incredible year. All right, so let's get started today. We're going to talk about the 5 team building strategies that are guaranteed to work right now. Many of you are launching spring break camps. Many of you are growing your after-school program. You have summer camp right around the corner. And it's important to be able to have a strong team that you can depend on and a team that's going to get you incredible results. So, why is this topic so important? Why is it vital to have an incredible team, a team that is excited about working, that shows up every single day on time? Well, it's important because you want to grow your school, right? Well, that's the reason why we're talking about this today. So, here's the thing. Number one is your business can only grow as large as your team. And if you are a solopreneur, which so many school owners are, they're, kind of a one-person show, you will constantly hit a ceiling of growth. I see this pattern all the time when Lauren and I talk with MAST members, is if you have somebody who is running the school by themselves, they experience really rapid growth. They're using the mass marketing system and the mass sales system, and they start growing and they're making more money and they're having an awesome time, right? And then all of a sudden they go, wait a minute, what the heck am I going to do with all these new students? Like, this is crazy. I can't run these programs on my own. So then it becomes a pattern where they have to hire people, they have to train them, and then they have to start marketing and selling again so they can afford the payroll, and that cycle continues. So what we want to do is give you the skills and the tools that you need right now to make sure that every new person that you bring onto your team adds value, they help you grow, and they help you crush it. So that leads me into point number 2. Employee retention is a major key to your success. And, your customers are going to have great relationships with your team. They're going to establish positive rapport. So you want to make sure that you can keep your team members as long as possible, and you want to make sure that they're happy. In fact, I always like to say that your team is actually more important than your customers, because without a good team, you can't grow. So don't be the school owner who tries to do everything themselves. Don't think of staff members as an expense, but instead think of them as an investment. Every staff member that you bring on your team should help you grow your business, and that adds more money to your bank account. So number 3, a strong team will allow you to work less hours, so they can do the heavy lifting for you, and then you can focus on doing the CEO level tasks that actually grow your business. So if you're a school owner who's teaching 100% of your classes right now, and you're doing all of your sales calls, and you're doing all the Facebook ads and everything that we teach you in the MAST system, that's great, but eventually you're going to get burnt out. So it's so important to look at hiring and building a strong team as an investment. I want you to write down the word investment. And what that means is you spend money on something that ends up making you more money than you spent. I mean, that's what we do here at MAST, right? Everybody that joins MAST, they end up getting a positive return on that investment, and their after-school program goes to the next level, as well as their summer camp. That's why we're having so much success here. So in order for us to be successful together, you have to build a team, because we don't want to see you get burnt out. Now, as we move forward, one of the ways that you can create an awesome team and keep those staff members is by helping shape your team members' identity. So this is important. So your employees who see themselves as a member of your business family will actually stay longer, have better attendance, and they will give you increased performance. So one of the fastest ways that you can help them see themselves as a member of your business family is using ID badges. So there's a lot of reasons why we have ID badges. This one here is from Lauren, and she has a picture, she has her title. We have the company logo above her head. We've got the colors, they're blue, they're white, they're black. Everything looks awesome, right? And what that does for a staff member is it gives them that opportunity to see themselves as part of the business family. They wear this lanyard every single day. And we have a picture here to the right, as you can see right now. As you're watching this, look, and you'll see where we have the logo printed on the lanyard. And at the bottom, we also have a first aid CPR certification pin. Those are really cool. So if you're part of the partnership that we have with our platinum and our gold level members, we are actually going to list the links to all of this stuff on your group pages so that you have direct access to get the same exact lanyards and badges that we use, and that way you can take your staff's performance to the next level. So moving forward, step number 2, we call this one the Wall of Fame. This is when you want to take a picture. Let me go back here. Take a picture. You see the one where Lauren has her headshot? You could literally use that same picture, blow it up to 8.5 by 11, frame it, and put it on the wall in your lobby. You want your staff members to walk in every single day and see themselves on your wall, and then you can put a little bio. You could have a paragraph about all of your staff members' accomplishments. You can have their goals for their after-school program and summer camp for the students that you have. You can write about their hobbies and their interests. If you hired Albert Einstein, you could talk about how he's a genius. He created the theory of relativity. He's a Nobel Prize winner, and he created the most scientific, most awesome, best equation on Earth, E equals, MC squared. So find ways that your staff members can be highlighted for their successes. Where did they go to school? What are they into? If they're martial artists as well, what rank did they achieve? What styles did they study? Have they competed in tournaments? Really cool things, because when your staff members walk in, they see themselves on the wall, they feel like they're part of your business. They feel like they're part of that business family, right? Now, on the flip side, if you don't do any of this stuff, then it's just a part-time job for them. And part-time jobs equals part-time commitment. I want you to write that down. Part-time jobs equals part-time commitment. And you can't really grow your business if you can't depend on your team if they have part-time commitment. So step number 2, the Wall of Fame, is a legit way to solidify that identity. All right, let's move on to step number 3. This one is so vital. The masked members that we have on our campus at Gold, Platinum, and Platinum Elite, they are absolutely crushing it when they have their staff members have mandatory uniforms. So if you look here at our staff members that we've had, you see that they have royal blue shorts or pants. They have our lime green shirts and branded hats, and of course, a bunch of happy kids. What's important about staff uniforms is that when the team looks professional, their performance actually increases and they take their jobs more seriously. So again, this goes back to solidifying your team's identity, that they are part of your business family. If you allow them to show up in mix match pants, maybe some of them have jeans, maybe some people, they wear tights or leggings or shorts and none of it matches, you look like a mom and pop business. How are you going to accomplish achieving trust at a high level, especially with those helicopter parents, if your team is mixed match? They have to wear the same color pants. They can be shorts, leggings. They can be, that's it, just shorts or leggings. And then they need to wear their team shirt, and it has to be the same. Now, for those of you that are in colder clients, our clients that we have up in the north, up in Canada, you guys need to come up with winter gear. So whether this is, the same color track pants with the same color t-shirt and then the same color sweatshirt or jacket on top of it, you have to make it mandatory. We've seen people that are like, well, my staff members wear the same t-shirt, but then they all have different mix-matched sweatshirts that have nothing to do with your brand or your organization. That looks so low budget, guys. So don't be the school owner who makes that mistake. All right, let's move forward here. Step number 4, weekly staff trainings. Weekly staff trainings are important because it keeps your team living the culture. It keeps them motivated. It keeps them excited about their jobs. We recommend doing staff trainings 1 hour before the after-school program shift. And during the summer, staff trainings aren't as important because you have your director there with the team at all times. So if there are any training opportunities, your director can take a few moments, train the team member, and get them right back up to where they need to be going. And some general things. We have this outlined in our Summer Camp 2.0 and After School 2.0 courses, but you always want to have 2 or 3 bullet points prepared for each staff training. You want to give people the opportunity to be acknowledged for all the great things they've accomplished during the week, and then you want to go into those agenda items. You want to stay on time. The staff trainings do not need to be any more than like 45 minutes to an hour tops, and you want to end on time. And when you do end, you also want to open up the floor for 1% improvements. And what this does is it gives your staff members the opportunity to give advice and to give suggestions on ways that you can make your school go to the next level, as well as ways that you can make their job easier and make them feel more supported. That's one thing that's really important. You want your team to know that you've got their back. Like I said before, the team is actually more important than the actual customers, right? So have that staff training every single week and do not skip. And one thing I can give you, a masked pro tip, if you're leading that training as an owner, you need to make sure that you are in uniform and that you are on time. That is vital. If you show up late to a meeting even once, you are setting the tone that it's okay for them to copy in your footsteps. Do not do that. All right, step number 5, the last and probably most important step here is spotting success. One of the things that you want to do is acknowledge staff members for doing the right thing. So if I walk into a classroom and I see a coach that is rocking the house, the kids are engaged, they're having fun, I am literally going to acknowledge that coach right then and there. I'm going to say, listen, Coach Johnny, you are rocking the house. I'm so proud that you're on our team. We only hire the best, and that's why you're here. And let me tell you something, guys. The more that you can find staff members doing the right thing, the more that your culture shifts in a positive direction. They get excited about seeing you. They get excited about coming into work. It's kind of like, think back when you were a little kid, when you did something right and you got a pat on the back for it, or you got a sticker or a stamp or acknowledgement from mom or dad. It felt good getting acknowledged as a kid. Well, the truth is that as adults, we still really enjoy getting acknowledged. So remember that about your team and do it often. So another thing, random thank you bonuses. You don't have to have a reason to give them a bonus. Maybe the reason is just as simple as, thanks for being on our team. You're a freaking rock star. Here's a $10 gift card. Go buy yourself some coffee. Or here's a gas card for $25. Go toss this in your gas tank. It can be anything. It can be as simple as a thank you card. So it doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't have to happen all the time. But random thank you bonuses, every maybe 6 to 8 weeks is really well received, and your team is going to love it. All right, and then another thing. This is so easy and it's free. Bragging on social media and at staff trainings about your Rockstar team. You can go on, you can do a Facebook post or an Instagram post, and you can talk about how awesome your team is. You can put a video of them working and interacting with the kids. You can take a headshot picture of them with their thumbs up, and you can talk about how awesome they are, especially if you have a staff member that has had a personal accomplishment, right? So if you have somebody who graduates college, or maybe they get ranked up in the martial arts program, or whatever it is, it could be anything. You need to acknowledge it. Find reasons to make your staff members feel awesome. So if you guys do I would say, even 1 or 2 of these awesome suggestions, right? You're sitting here, you've got your notes, you're like, all right, what can I do? In the next day or so, start out simple. Just walk into the classrooms and acknowledge them verbally. Acknowledge them at this week's training. Come up with some thank you cards or some thank you bonuses for $10 to, Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or something small. But make them feel like rock stars. And the longer you retain your staff, the faster that you can grow. Because the truth is, as an owner and as a CEO, you can only grow as far as your team. You can't do this on your own. That's why we are all in this together. We're here to support you as coaches. Lauren and I are always pumped to help you out. So post your questions in your Facebook groups, tag us, let us know what's up, and also share your successes. And if you have any awesome ideas on ways to pump up your team and to get the culture going in the right direction and to create even better rapport with your staff, let us know as well. All right, guys, this is Dwayne Spires with another awesome masterclass. I know that you got a lot out of it, and you're going to look back in a couple days after you implement some of these awesome strategies, and you're going to go, wow, my team is operating at a whole new level. Their attendance is back to 100%. They're showing up on time. They're showing up in uniform. They've got a smile on their face, and they're helping us grow this business. It's all about changing lives, guys. I'll talk to you soon.